Hello everyone and welcome back to a Game of Thrones where I'm very glad you guys reminded me of something. I said I was going to build a jousting ground in Harrenhal, yet I started upgrading the tax officers. What that there was, I think that was just muscle memory of building for absolute gold income. Let's cancel that. We should get a refund. I do think we get the full refund, yes. And instead, I want to replace the tax office with the jousting grounds. That's what we wanted, because we do have, of course, over here, our armored horsemen, and I want to increase their stats as much as possible. They are the pride of the Harrenhal of the White Birches. Speaking of which, we did make a new culture recently. Apparently, I can't change this in debug. I need to edit the save file. I don't want to mess around with that, because it sounds like I might break something. So instead, we're just going to leave the culture as it is. However, we do have a bunch of prestige, and I would like a witch coven. So, we're going to replace strong believers. So let's reform the Harrenhal culture. We're just going to have to settle for that name for the time being. And I mean, most of these are very expensive. However, if I can touch the scroll bar, I did find Chasing the Sunset, which I think is quite nice. Number one, we can recruit Star-Carved as men-at-arms, which are some very nice heavy infantry. They even have siege progress. We get men-at-arms recruitment cost minus 10%, same faith opinion plus 10, enemy defensive advantage minus 200%, which if we're going on the offensive, which, you know, I'm Marshal, my son is Marshal, my grandson might be as well. This is extremely valuable. Uncontrolled territory attacker advantage plus 2 and heavy infantry damage plus 10 as well. We also have a bit of flavor text. It is said that the seven themselves walked among their people in the hills of Andalos, and it was they who crowned Hugo of the Hill and promised him and his descendants great kingdoms in a foreign land. This is what the Septons and Scepters teach as the reason why the Andals left Essos and struck west to Westeros. I don't know if it has any relevance to us, but I like it. We're going to study this and replace strong believers. That way, zealous is a little bit less common. Right, that's going to take 23 years. Unfortunately, we don't get any effects until that's enacted, but that's fine. We're just going to have to be patient. In other news, I'm 69 years of age. My health is poor. Are we fabricating right now? Yes, we are down here. We'll see if we can get a duchy claim. If not, then I guess that's kind of that. But other than that... Oh, okay, they've just finished their war. Other than that, we've just bloody died. Well, that's a great start. At least we were able to reform the culture before we passed. Lord Arnold of Harrenhal has passed on at 69 years of age. He flagellated himself to death. A keen and dedicated hunter, he loved to spend entire weeks in the wilderness looking for the most elusive game. I feel like this flavor text does not do him justice at all. In fact, let us continue as Lord Arek, but we're going to pause a moment. I'm going to need a new antiquarian, apparently. I think Lord Arnold here, the gracious of House Whitebirch, might be one of the best characters I have ever had the pleasure of playing in Crusader Kings 3. Because let's not forget that Lord Arnold, his birth, came about in a dire situation. The family was close to extinction due to matrilineal marriages. The first child died, and then there were twins, and then his twin died at birth due to a plague. But Arnold, against all odds, against a spring sickness, he rose. He was a child ruler, but he wasn't sheltered. He chose to rule from the front lines. He led his men into battle, and he gained power and prosperity for the people of Whitebirch. I think he is an amazing character, and one that I'm going to remember for a long time. But now it is time for his son, Lord Arek of Whitebirch, to take his place. So looking at Arek, we have really good marshal, so we shall try to continue my father's legacy in that aspect. We are zealous, humble, just, and generous. We already have a bunch of traits here because we're already in our 40s. A brilliant strategist, hunter, strategist, raider, flagellant, uncouth, intelligent, a lunatic, we're a knight, and a trained fighter. Married to Housetop as well. Right here. Let's upgrade the pin list. We do have Brandon, my heir. Houdini has been married off, so I can unpin him. Trevor is Brandon's eldest son as well. And they only have the one son so far. Right. I need to organize the council. First things first. The wife, yes, manage domain. Let's see, you're on domestic affairs. Do I have someone a little bit better? I mean, Kit is really good at stewardship. So, here, Kit, I'm going to have you... maybe you could become the admiral? Although it's not showing you up here, is it? I don't think you can. I'm going to make Kit my steward. Where is he? No, that's Eric. I've gone past him. There's Kit, my brother. And then let's see. I think, Eric, you are going to become my marshal. Yes. You shouldn't be too far down the list here. We do want family members on the council, remember. Our culture is good for this. Let's see. My sister is my spy master. I think she's the best in our family for that, so we'll keep that. We do need an admiral as well. Here, Andrian, you can become the admiral. And then lastly, a castellan. Hopefully with good stewardship. Lord Reginald Hill. You shall become the castellan. Right, taxes are somewhat okay. I can train for a tournament. Let's start that instantly. I've increased my prowess by 1. Also, we're going to have to sort out the armor. There's a lot of organization. So we got the joys of feasting. Ooh, wait, this gives prestige, personal scheme, phase length, development growth, martial lifestyle experience. Ah, yeah, this one is just way better, right? And then we did inherit the torturer dagger as well. Okay, lovely stuff. I'm looking stressed. Let's go on chivalry focus. We are a strategist, so that's useful. There is a grand tournament. I'm going to say no, because we must organize a funeral. But first, ask the head of faith for gold. Of course, he must fund the funeral, of course. The shield of the Whitewood also needs a successor. So here, Lyle, you can do that. And I can actually negotiate some alliances. Let's see. Lord Giles of House Karen. Let us renegotiate the alliance that you had with my dear father. I wish to continue our good relations. And then let's see. House Corbray would also accept a new alliance. And of course, my brother. Us white birches must stick together. Eric as well. I will negotiate this alliance. And then let's... I mean, I guess we could negotiate all of them. They're all going to say yes. House Mason. And then who are you? Ah, yes, the Danes. Anna Dane, of course. I will honor the long-standing relations between our houses. Right. Let us unpause. I guess I'll wait for everything to trigger through. And then we'll organize the funeral and whatnot. There are whispers about the tales and deeds of my father exalted among men, Lord Arnold. Everywhere I go. Near or far, it seems there is nobody who has not heard his name. I wonder, will I always stay in the shadow of my father? Or will I be able to achieve as much fame as him? In my life as him? How high will I be able to climb? Ooh. Like I say, let's see. This character is content to live in the shadow of their father? Humbly? I am not humble. This character is determined to become as famous as their parent, I agree. My whole life, I have lived and served under my father, but it is time that I take his legacy to new heights. And now, we have become arrogant instead. I am very stressed though. Here, what's that? Why is everything grayed out there? I have no idea. That's a new bug. Right, we are very stressed. Do I have stress-reducing events? Let myself go. A monster they shall see. I will lose some stress. The pressure of this world have become far too much. If the world would see me as a monster, then a monster they shall see. Who needs to bathe? Ah, it's because I'm uncouth. I uncut my head. That's fine. Oh man, that looks funny. We can flagellate as well. Here, let's do that. The maester should be able to heal me for this one. And I think that's everything we have to reduce our stress, isn't it? Yes. Right. I need to check all of my positions as well. Why is the UI like that? I have no idea. Court positions. We don't have a master at arms. Lilia, you can serve. We need a courtsmith as well. Houdini. Love to have you. Master of the horse here. Eric, that's yours. The court chronicler. Houdini. And I think that's everything. We still lose prestige. We have so much prestige. Holy crap. There we go. That fixed the bloody UI. Now I can actually see what's happening. Okay. Successful wound treatment. Farm estates have been constructed in God's Fort. Before I continue anything else... Oh, we do have a dangerous faction. A Liberty faction. Right. We do have some loyalists, though. Yeah, I'll take the 15 gold. Whilst Valle's brewing, let us host a grand funeral to pay respects to the great Arlenord. I think we should... Oh, because I don't own the Whitewood anymore. I can't bury them there. So I guess we will bury our great leaders in the crypts of Harrenhal. Yes. It doesn't say it's a high score, though. It's fine. I'm gonna bury them in Harrenhal. That's okay. Right. Arlenord the Gracious. And of course... the best for the best. What's my intentions here? I will mourn the passing of my dear father. Of course I will. Right, let's start the funeral. Harrenhal is to be Arlenord's final resting place, and I'm left alone to gather my thoughts and prepare for the arrival of the honored mourners. I shall never forget him. Also, we need to go ahead and fix this. We're not looking good enough. What am I doing? Appearance. I do think that... Let's see, if I go here... Ah, it's not broken anymore. Okay, sometimes... Ah, no, it's not broken here. Let's do Dynastic Riverlander armor. And then on the leg wear... we shall do the same as well. There we go. Now we look much more fitting to lead the men of the White Birch. Also, we do have a lot of gold, so I guess we can continue building this up. I do want to get some more men-at-arms as well, though. Okay, let's max out the river bows. We can max out the dusk spears as well. And we'll leave it like that for the time being to see how our gold income and whatnot is like. Right, speed 5. Hostile faction has been disbanded. Right. Well, sadly, that was the loyalist faction that was disbanded. That's not great news. Oh, man. Oh, no. I know we regained a loyalist faction. They want Adam Mandrake on the Lakeleaf Highlands throne. Oh, they want to reclaim their territories after succession. I see how it is. Greetings, my implacable vassal. You have been a loyal and devoted subject, and I wish to reward you for your service in recognition of this. I am hereby offering you the position of Marshal of the Riverlands. Ottomore, I will graciously accept this position. However, I won't tell him this directly, but I have not sworn loyalty just like my father did. I have bigger ambitions for the White Birches. We're no longer overwhelmed by stress. There we go. The sorrowful line marches on, the line to have a last moment with my father. A last whisper, a last long goodbye. A last nothing at the place anyone will ever see him again. Truly, a privilege it is to be here. The line brings me ever closer until at last the figure in front of me parts, and there is nothing but a veil between me and him. Oh man, the pain. The pain. I shall make a speech promising to rule in his honor, to rule in his legacy, and to build upon the foundations that my father has set down. The crowd has moved. We gained legitimacy. I thought I clicked on that. How is our legitimacy? Oh, our legitimacy is fine. The shadows of mourners no longer loom over me, and I am at last given a moment alone. What quiet comfort I could take in such a moment, without the rattling and prattling of other guests in my ears. Just me and my thoughts of my dear father. It feels good. I need this moment to myself before I sell off and do what must be done. Hunched beside me, bereft of the pretense of propriety, the inconsolable Houdini gazes out onto the nothingness before him. The father can be cruel indeed. Why does the wind still yet blow? Why does the sea continue its push to the shore? Why does my body ache for food and thirst for water? The end of days is upon us. My grandfather is dead. Houdini, listen here, lad. While there is life, there is always hope. Never give up. Your grandfather didn't, and neither shall we. He's insulted. Ow, Houdini. Get it together, lad. I gaze upon Lord Arnold in quiet contemplation, interrupted only by the occasional well-wisher offering their sympathies. Curse, swine, knave. You dare call yourself Lord? My son Houdini? Houdini, what is your problem? Do you know what? Son, you have disgraced not only yourself, not only me, but also your grandfather. You have disgraced the White Birch name. Get out. I do not wish to see you on this day. This day was supposed to be for mourning. Instead, you have made it about yourself. And thus, a rivalry between son and father was born. An important nobility, far too great in number to name, passed by the enshrouded body of my father, granting him little more than a simple bow or a nod. As though such a gesture was sufficient to show one's reverence for a life, my heart weighs as heavy as my pockets, so full of trinkets and memories of Arlenord. I cannot help but wonder, why should I get to hoard objects which rightfully belong to him? You know what? Father, you shall take the joys of feasting, and you shall feast with the seven and our ancestors. I think that is a worthy tribute. I feel a quiet calm wash over me, gazing around the room of mourners. Some eyes are stained red, others would see this as like any other cause for a gathering. One soul, however, looks to me with uncertainty as he tugs at my side. My nephew Fiamar does not weep openly, but does not seem unmoved like many other children present. Lord Arak, what happened to Arnold? Why is everybody sad? He is in the seven heavens now, my dear nephew. Before me a feasting table stocked high with all manner of food and drink, as if my father were trying to offer a final act of magnanimity before parting. Garbert has so far refused to lay a finger on his banquet, however, swilling his goblet around in idle solace. His middle-distance stare falls warily upon me, and with a quiet nod he raises his drink high. To Lord Arnold, truly, one of the greats. Let us speak a quiet prayer, in his name, and in his memory. Right, how is this developing now? We still got 26 days or whatever. Let's see, we shall join in the offering. We get a lot of events at funerals, but most of them is about consoling other people and not really about my father. I shall mourn in my own way. And now, allow myself for a moment of grief as I lay my father to rest for one final time. Now the time has come to commit my father's final rites before his final journey into the hereafter. Arlenord lays wrapped in fine white fabrics atop a towering funeral pyre. We're not going to burn him. We're going to bury him in the crypts. I've already decided that. We'll ignore the flavor text there. He has been buried. Right, we have finished the funeral. My glory is widely known. What's this? Let us discuss methods of communication. Sure. And my son, I understand we were both deep in grief. Let us stop being rivals and work together. For we have much to do, speaking of which. So let's see. Our men-at-arms. The problem is, if we were ever to gain independence, which we do want at some point, not only do we have to deal with the Tully army, which is absolutely huge, but we would also have to deal with the Loyalist faction, which apparently I am a part of. However, I am going to leave that now. But the Vances are very strong, the Pipers are strong, the Blackwoods, you know, 5,000. Oh, it's a large army, a very large army. So that means I'm going to need to find some big alliances. You're traveling. Okay, fair enough. Sure. Maybe we can find some marriages and alliances after. Right. I want to claim on the duchy. That's what I want. So let's decline that for now. We'll wait for buildings and whatnot. My wife is pregnant, so if that can give me another child. Only 5. I think that's the oldest I've ever had a child, which is impressive. Very impressive. I do need more children. And unfortunately, chaos has been brewing in Harrenhal. To my liege, it is time for you to recognize the ancient and inalienable rights of your vassals, accept the demands of the Liberty faction, or face our swords on the battlefield. Oh, Lord Kendros, you have made a grave mistake, for I will not be threatened. I will meet all of you traitors on the battlefield. Face me, you cowards. Right, I do need a new castellan, though, because I've been betrayed. Let's see, Lord Robert, you're loyal. You're going to become the new castellan. Let's do that. Also, my love, I'm going to have you go into chivalry focus for now. But there are traitors that I must deal with at once. And of course, I'm going to lead the men as well. Just as my great father did before me. Let's see, we shall call on all of our allies here. We will probably need them. However, I imagine we can also pick off a few at the beginning by ourselves as well, right? Allies are joining the war. That's good. I've still got 6 days before I can raise my army, though. You want to fight me? In my own lands? You have made a grave mistake, you fool. A grave mistake indeed. Right, the men have been raised. Let's see, can I catch up to that army? Oh, unfortunately not. I can fight them there, though. That's fine. I didn't catch up again. We will catch someone. There we go. The Battle of Clanking Tower. Oh, my allies are getting attacked to the south. Right. Lord Gregor, I now bid you to rise, Sir Gregor of the Whitewood. I need your assistance at once, but we must march and defend our allies in the south. This is a little bit worrying. They have a lot of men-at-arms, although they're quite weak actually. 21 knights. I have 17 knights. We have less knights, but far more men-at-arms. Oh, we didn't reinforce. Oh, they're across the river, that's why. Here, I would rather... Let's wait for you to cross here. Are you gonna fight me? Oh, they're gonna fight me here, right. I mean, we're defending a major river crossing. I don't think that's a good idea for them. The Battle of Riverbend. My second battle. Can it be my second victory? I've learned from the No, my wife. The child was not meant to be. Oh, Eric is wounded. A fellow enemy there. After the battle in Riverbend, one of my attendants presents me a list of soldiers who performed exceedingly well. Lord Walter, I now announce you Sir Walter, Knight of Harrenhal and the Whitewood. Right, how did we do in the first battle? 200 for 12,000. I think that was the second one, actually. 39 for 5,000. Very nice stuff. Okay. I mean, we've already won some battles. Oh, my brother in the north has just been defeated. Let us go and avenge him at once. Greetings, my implacable vassal. I hope they will not come to this, but I am left with no other option. I must rescind your appointment as Master-at-Arms of the Riverlands. Oh, Lord Ottomor Tully. It is clear that you do not hold the same respect for me as you did my father. You have made that very clear to me. Keep that in mind when future events may unravel themselves. Right, we need to actually get some sieges done. The battles are no problem at all. I think this is enemy territory here, right? Let's siege some of their capitals. Maybe we'll get a lucky prisoner or two. Speaking of prisoners, we do actually have a lot of ransom targets. So let's get some of those ransomed. That should cover our army costs because that is extortionate. Minus 27 upkeep per month is absolutely crazy. Hopefully, we can end this little Liberty War very quickly, so we don't have to deal with that anymore. Here, let's help you guys siege that as well. Another 50 gold, that should help us a little bit. Man, 24 days. It feels like an age. And we have so many dragons roaming around as well. We might have to start looking at dragons in the near future. I think we're not far away from the point. I would very much like to get independence first. For my own Lord Paramountcy. Possibly. And then, because we would be very respected, we would form a new kingdom. I think then it would be time to look at dragons, possibly. Grave news reaches me. My wife has fallen ill with pneumonia. Oh no. My dear. Do no more than what is necessary. But please save her, Maester. I cannot think to live without her. My love, my sweet. New dragons are entering. Man, this dragon looks amazing. Eleno. I mean, she or he is right here. Oh, man. Oh, it's gonna be amazing. Right. 2 weeks left on this siege. 60% war score. It's not actually that high. We're gonna probably have to siege quite a bit here, I would imagine. But luckily, we are getting prisoners. That should help pay for the upkeep a little bit. The sieges are quite quick as well. Let's see. A new knight, sure. Welcome to Harrenhal, my lad. Serve us loyally, serve us proudly, and you shall go far in life. I can assure you with that. Yeah, let us take the rest of Sweet Willow. Our allies are sieging down this for us. I mean, it does go to show that our army is very strong. Is it strong enough to take on these guys? That's a lot of men-at-arms. And we wouldn't get a defensive bonus. If I'm going to fight them, I would rather fight them here. Yeah, the Battle of Whiskey Keep. I'm fully confident we can win that. And our allies have just reinforced from the south as well. Right, we didn't get a claim on the duchy. That's fine. Let us try again. I get a new martial perk. Oh, very nice stuff. Very nice. So let's see. That was 11,000 for 200. The army is incredible. Here, let's get Stalwart Leader. Reduces the risk of commanding armies. That's an important one. And we did get a bunch more prisoners as well. If I can ransom all of these. I mean, what's that? That's 150 gold just there. I don't mind if I do. Thank you very much. Right, here, let's siege all of this down now. Ransoms are accepted. Thank you very much. Horsespring could do with some buildings. Yeah, let's upgrade the breweries. Although I might stop upgrading buildings right now. And instead then focus on men-at-arms. Because we do need to prepare ourselves for war. For bigger wars. Valar to come. Yeah, let's ransom you. Ransom you as well. That's another 60 gold. Thank you very much. Let's see. We also took a new artifact. The Pilgrim's Guide. I shall sell that on the market as well. We don't quite need that one. Right, 7 days left on this siege. And it seems that Houdini has provided me with another grandson. Right, where's the name list? Rantiro. You have gone with the name Aiden. Thank you very much for the name suggestion. Please feel free to request another. And you have gone with the learning education focus as well. Let's see. Do I have... We should have some genius characters in here, shouldn't we? No, we ran out. Okay, in that case... Let us try and find... I mean, Puppy Ears can marry. Maybe I can find a genius in here with good learning. Sadly not. Okay, right. There's so many windows here. Sir Titos. Can I find you? Not matrilineal. Here, sort by learning. Shella, she's a Westerlander. She has good learning. Sure, let's arrange that. And then she can educate young Aiden over here. Oh, they're sieging down my lands. Oh, I don't like that. There we go. Right, you've accepted that. Yeah, multitasking is hard. I'm terrible at it. Shella, you can educate him. Thank you very much. Right. I say we go south and take back these lands. There we go. That's a very quick siege. And then I'm gonna wipe out that army as well. Oh, you stopped sieging? Damn it. Oh, we've won. Okay, Coolman, I'm gonna raise you as a knight. Victory has been won. Enforce the demands. Quick. Right. All of the traitors have been imprisoned. And now they shall pay for their betrayal. 36 prisoners. Holy crap. Okay, we should go through all of these. Lord Simon, you have betrayed me on this day. Damn it. I'm going to have to change all of your bloody contracts as well, aren't I? Well, it doesn't matter, though, because once I revoke this... Already been changed. It has already been changed. Can I do a trial by combat? He has to request it, right? Very well. You shall be moved to the dungeons for your crimes against White Birch. Lord Imri? I don't think I can revoke anyone's, right? Can I modify your contract? I can modify his contract at least. And then we shall take all of his titles. I can only take one. Ah, damn it. I mean, I guess take that. He's become my rival, so be it. If I take that, it's actually an act of tyranny. So I'm going to move him to the dungeon. He will pay one way or another. Lord Melwis, you too betrayed me and shall be released of your titles and moved to the dungeons. Their families are going to hate me for this, but I don't care. Right, still side over here. Let's see. Title revocation. I can modify it like this. Ah, yeah, because I haven't added the negative. Yeah, that would be tyranny. That would not be. Right here, modify you. And now... Okay, I can't take everything. I can only take one, sadly. Yeah, we can only do one at a time. That's fine. Right, but you will rot in the dungeons for your crimes. They have to lose at least one title. We need to make it clear what happens when you betray the Lord of Harrenhal. We are not so easily betrayed. We do not let this kind of behavior get off free. No way. There, you lose everything, and you're going to be sent to the dungeon. How do you feel about that? Maybe you should think more wisely. Lord Reginald Hill, you were once my castellan. However, now you have lost all status. Your betrayal cuts deep. I gave you a position of power, my friend. And that is how you repay me. Right, how many... Okay, we're almost done. We've only got like 4 more. I can only take Haraway from you, unfortunately. But, I shall move you to the dungeons. Lord Oswell, you also didn't learn your lesson, eh, lad? You shall be moved to the dungeons too. Master Coston, you're not my direct vassal, but you go into the dungeons. Enjoy your time. Right, and lastly, Master Clarence, also not my direct vassal. Here, let's move you to the dungeons as well. Right, all of the traitors are now serving their time in my dungeons. Let's see, so we should have a bunch of people here as well. If there's any good fighters, we should make an effort to recruit them, or anyone with gold. Let's see, I mean, you have 300 gold, but you're my vassal, so instead I'm going to take everything from you and then move you to the dungeons. Yes. Right, Annabelle, maybe I can't ransom you. Okay, there's children here. Do you know what? We shall let the children go. I'm not an absolute criminal. We do have a maester here as well. Here, I shall release the maester. I'm not a tyrant here. I'm not a tyrant. Alistair, you're not that strong of a fighter. Can you be ransomed? No, only for a hook. Austin, not that strong. Let's see. Ooh, Sir Osmond. How about you join and fight for the White Birches? Right, Lymond. I mean, you have a little bit of gold. I'll ransom you for that. Urban as well. I'll take some gold from you. Let's see. I can't take your 1 gold. That's a shame. I would have taken it otherwise. Let's see. Yeah, none of these guys have any gold, do they? And they're not particularly good fighters either. You have 1 gold. You can't be ransomed for that. Davin. Nope. Before someone comments, I mean, someone's going to comment, you can do mass ransom. Yes, but you can't do mass ransom only for gold. It also mass ransoms for hooks, and I don't like doing that. Just cut that in the bud before it starts. It annoys me, because I get that comment every bloody series. But yes. Oh, you have a lot of gold. 100 gold. Thank you very much. Right, Carlston. You can become a knight or fighter. Illuster Strong, you shall stay rotting in the dungeons. Right. We have a lot of new titles to dish out now. A lot of new titles. So let's see. Okay. Why is Brandon dying? He has the pox. Oh, no. Wait, no. Trevor is down there too? No. Not like this. Please, not like this. Where's Houdini? Okay, Houdini's at my court at least. Houdini? Stay close. Your brother has the pox. Maybe you're rejoicing for that. I don't know what the dynamic like is like over here. Right, we can't give away duchies yet, can we? So let's see. I would very much like... If I go Dynasty Blackbirch, I'd rather give it to someone of White Birch. But that's fine, it does show. And then we'll sort by age. We don't really have anyone, do we? No. So what I'm going to do, because Houdini might actually inherit Harrenhal in this lot. Instead, sort by stewardship. Hopefully, here, Axel, my chancellor friend, hopefully you can bring that under control. Yeah, I'm just going to give you Steelfen. Like this. I'm going to need a new wet nurse now, though. And then let's see. Green Lily. I can give this all... Should I give land back to the Rangers? I think I'd rather give it to a lowborn. I feel like their loyalty... They will be more loyal to me. Also, what I can do... Not grant titles. Modify contract. Do some of this. I need to get my taxes flowing again so we can build up the army. Right. The Willowwood. Historically, this was under White Birch control, but then we did gift it away, didn't we? Stewardship again, I think. Let's also do a filter, not a ruler. Well, I don't mind giving this to knights as well, actually. Yeah, like Solaris. I mean, he's getting a bit old, though. We don't actually have many knights here. Acclaimed knight, but then they wouldn't be our acclaimed knights. Instead, let's... Lord Bennett, I'm going to give you the Willowwood. Sure. At some point when we get a Lord Paramountcy, we can get a bit more organized and get High Lords and duchies handed out, but not right now. Here. The Steel Guards. You're now going to be in charge of Sweet Willow. Let us modify the contract as well. Longleaf. We can give that to the Brooks. Why not? I think giving it to Highborns as well is useful. They only like me a little bit, but that's fine. They'll come to grow to love me. Right, the Blackjoys, sure. You guys can have Mori. I don't think I'm at risk of being near my vassal limit, am I? Here, vassals. Oh, we can only have 20 vassals. In fact, giving away Haraway will put me at my vassal limit. Okay. That's a problem in itself. Here, Arlbeck. I have a place in my heart for dwarfs. You can have the Haraway. We're changing contract. Right, we are back on top of things. No, we're not. Because we have steel side over here. I'm gonna go over my vassal limits. Maybe that's not smart, but it is what it is. Right. Here, let's do that. Above vassal limit. We'll reduce taxes and levies received. That's fine. Right, unpause. I need to rate for replenishment. My son does have the pox and is near death. That is not great. Not great at all. We're replenishing, so we'll see how our income looks very soon. Okay, dragons are leaving us. That's good. Pay a ransom, 10 gold. I tell you what, if they offer me ransoms, then I will accept those. They shouldn't be able to join any factions against me for a while anyway. And Trevor, my grandson, has died of the pox. So what does succession look like nowadays? If Brandon does pass, then Houdini shall inherit Harrenhal. Oh, man. Hold on and stay strong, Brandon. Right, my wife has recovered from pneumonia. That's good news. 100 gold, I'll be taking that. 50 gold, I'll be taking that. This shall be funding some men-at-arms very soon. Aiden is also not looking too good. He's sickly. Right, I need to make sure I do have a wet nurse and everything, right? Yeah, I do have my positions filled. So I think that's just kind of happened naturally. Right. Replenishment is complete, but my income is down. Jousting fields has been completed. And I have just received word. My son, my dear son, has died from the pox. And that means that now, here, let's clean up the pin list. Houdini is set to inherit my lands. He is a skilled tactician. Here, so we have Harrier and we have Aiden in line for the throne. But the black birch and the white birch families are aligned once more. I wonder if I can negotiate an alliance with that, or would I have to wait? Won't accept. Minus 90 because current amount of alliances. Yeah, that would probably do it. I do have a lot of alliances. Okay, but what we can start doing now as well, because we do have grand plans, I need a strong alliance. A strong alliance. Maybe with Dragonblood. I don't think we can get one yet. Man, I mean, an alliance with the High Towers would be amazing. However, Tancred here has the spotted fever and is close to death. So I'm not sure if we can get that one. Oh, that would be so useful though. The Grey Cloaks are quite strong. I mean, we can arrange the betrothal. Hopefully, Tancred heals quickly. And that alliance can help us in the future. They have accepted. We have a lot of men-at-arms. We're spread out a little bit. Right, Reginald has died from the pox. Get him out of here. He betrayed my trust. I want to see, Houdini, can you not be my Castellan? I'm going to assign you to my Castellan. I know we lose a bit of gold doing it this way. But I think... yeah, I'm gonna put you on Oversee in the realm, and we're gonna fight these wars together. Pay a ransom, 100 gold, sure. I could manually ransom these as well. I think I will. I need gold. Right, so we built the jousting ground. So now we have amazing stats for our armored horsemen there. To my liege, you coxcomb, your crimes against me are reprehensible. Beat me in single combat, and let battle judge our differences. Very well. I shall accept this trial of combat. Who's going to do it? Robin, Durham. Let's see, who actually has my... I want to go courtiers, right? And sort by prowess. Sir Loros would be a good one. So I'm looking for... there we go, Loros, yes. Loros is the obvious choice. I have Lord Davin brought to the battlefield near Harrenhal in chains for his trial. His chosen champion, Erleman, arrives in short order. Lord Arik stands by me, waiting for the duel to begin, so he can prove Lord Davin's guilt. The formalities are brief, we all know why we are here, and we are long past the point of talking. May the best man win. Oh, I love this. Justice has been served. Davin, you have lost on this day. Can I revoke another title now? I can. And now, your titles shall be revoked. I can only do one though. Yeah. Which is unfortunate. Right, Horsehead is over here. I wonder if I can give you another title. You can control the coastal defenses here on the river. And oversee the trade. Make sure there's no pirates and other mercenaries that wish to steal from them. Right, Harrenhal, we've done building, but as I said, I might want to invest in some men-at-arms now. We do have a nice... We can get one more unit, and I'm wondering whether we just instead... Don't we wait for our new heavy infantry? Because we could get the... I mean, we have armored footmen, but I would rather get the flavor ones. The star carved. Yes. But that's going to take 21 years. So I guess these are the men-at-arms that we are dealing with right now. Oh, this is tough. Do I feel like I am ready for such a war? It is tough indeed. Factions against my liege. I mean... Man, I could try swaying. I don't think that's gonna do anything when I do. So I can't create an independence faction. The only way I can do this is if I declare directly and I do an independence war. So actually trying to get people to join the independence faction is futile. It does say our military strength is similar, but I just wonder if all of these allies can actually join me. Let's see about that quickly. Here, let's put you... Man, sometimes I wish I had like a super ultra wide monitor or something. I have so many menus open. If we go here, so the advances... Oh, no, that's not what I'm looking for, is it? No. I'm looking for my ally. So obviously the high towers can join. I don't know if Kit can join because he's my vassal. Okay, these guys should be able to join because they're in the Stormlands. Again, you're in the Vale. I think actually the majority of my allies can join. Yeah, you're in the Vale as well. So I think you're in the Riverlands, so there might be problems there. I think if we wanted to, we could declare it. We could go for independence. Maybe. That is my goal. I am a lunatic. Is it time for Harrenhal to split away? For the White Birches to carve their own path? Have their own Lord Paramountcy? I think it might be. But we're going to have to cut today's episode here. That is going to be something that I think about overnight for sure. Also, one of you asked, yeah, the Vale still hasn't moved back to the Eyrie, so we can't look at that for a room. But guys, I think the time has come, because we're at our vassal limit. We are also at our county limit as well. So we're losing 15% taxes just here. I think the time has come for the Whitebird family to spread their wings beyond the Riverlands and to carve their own future. And of course, if we are victorious and we do gain our own Lord Paramountcy, then we can start looking at Dragonblood. But guys, I'm going to leave it there. Thank you for watching as always. I'll see you next time.